Caitlin Clark rival Jacy Sheldon traded as WNBA trade deadline arrives. A significant trade has occurred in the WNBA, as guard Jacy Sheldon moves from the Connecticut Sun to the Washington Mystics, coinciding with the league's trade deadline. In exchange, the Sun receive forward Aaliyah Edwards and a future draft pick swap. Sheldon, known for her rivalry with Caitlin Clark, averaged 7.5 points per game for the Sun. This trade aims to bolster Washington's playoff chances, while the Sun look to develop Edwards' potential. The Mystics currently sit a game outside the playoff picture. By the numbers, Jacy Sheldon averaged 7.5 points and shot 41% from three-point range with the Sun. Aaliyah Edwards averaged 6.0 points and 3.3 rebounds in over 13 minutes per game. State of play: the Mystics are currently 13-16, just one game shy of the final playoff spot. The Sun hold a record of 5-23, seeking to utilize Edwards' untapped potential. What's next? Both teams will focus on integrating their new players into their systems. The Mystics will aim to make a playoff push with Sheldon, while the Sun will emphasize player development for Edwards. Bottom line: this trade marks an important shift in both teams' strategies as they look to reshape their rosters and improve their standings heading into the season's final stretch. As the 2025 WNBA trade deadline loomed, a move nobody saw coming set the league on fire. Jacy Sheldon, once the college archrival of superstar rookie Caitlin Clark, was traded in a blockbuster deal that could reshape not only the postseason, but also reignite one of basketball's most compelling rivalries. The trade? Jacy Sheldon is heading to the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark's team. Yes, you read that right. The same Jacy Sheldon who battled Clark tooth and nail during their Big Ten days, Ohio State vs. Iowa, is now suiting up alongside her. Or against her? That's the million-dollar question. A rivalry forged in the Midwest. Before the WNBA, Caitlin Clark and Jacy Sheldon were the faces of their respective programs. Clark, the generational talent from Iowa, with limitless range and highlight reel passes. Sheldon, the gritty two-way guard from Ohio State known for lockdown defense and clutch scoring. Their battles were legendary, especially the 2023 Big Ten Championship, where Sheldon's Buckeyes upset Clark's Hawkeyes in a thrilling overtime victory. They were fire and ice. Clark with her flair, bravado, and logo threes. Sheldon with her poise, intensity, and relentless defense. After college, Clark rocketed into superstardom, becoming the #1 pick in the 2024 WNBA draft and immediately transforming the Indiana Fever into a must-watch team. Sheldon, drafted later in the first round, landed with the Chicago Sky, and quietly put together a stellar rookie season, proving she belonged. Their rivalry simmered beneath the surface. The WNBA had plenty of star pairings, but few had the rich collegiate history, mutual respect, and quiet tension of Clark vs. Sheldon. And now? They're in the same locker room. The trade that shocked the league. News broke just hours before the 2025 deadline. Indiana was sending veteran wing Tiffany Mitchell and a future first-round pick to the Chicago Sky in exchange for Sheldon. Rumors suggest Indiana's front office wanted to shore up their perimeter defense for the playoffs, especially with looming matchups against stacked guard rotations in Las Vegas and New York. But fans knew this was about more than defense. This was about chemistry. About legacy. About the power of competition. Was this move a masterstroke or a miscalculation? Friend or foe? Sources close to the Fever suggest head coach Christy Sides believes Clark and Sheldon can thrive together. Rivalries can evolve, she said at a press conference. You want players who push each other, who demand the best from their teammates. I think they're going to bring out something special in one another. Clark was diplomatic, and visibly caught off guard. I respect Jacy. Always have, she said, sidestepping the more pressing emotional questions. We've had some amazing battles, and I'm excited to see what we can do together. But body language tells stories words don't. And according to locker room insiders, the first practice was tense. Sheldon didn't back down. She was guarding Caitlin full court, in practice, one assistant coach reportedly said. There were sparks. Competitive ones. Iron sharpens iron. If there's one thing both players share, it's an obsession with winning. Clark, for all her flash, is a tireless worker. Sheldon, for all her quiet demeanor, is fiercely competitive. It's not hard to imagine them battling it out in practice daily, one trying to outscore, the other trying to shut down. Iron sharpens iron, said Fever forward Nalissa Smith. They might have been rivals, but I've never seen two guards push each other like that. It's gonna pay off big in the playoffs. Indeed, with Indiana climbing the standings and holding a top 4 seed, the stakes couldn't be higher. The Fever are no longer just building for the future, they're trying to win now,